What's good, everybody? Welcome back to Theme Park ERT. It's me, the ambassador, and we're here for episode 8 of the Enthusiast Roundtable, or as we like to call it, the Enthusiast Rallying Together. And this episode is something kind of awesome. We didn't realize that there is an underlying arc, a story arc with all these guests today. Let's see if you can figure it out. Let's introduce them all. Let's start over here with Luke from Coasterwriter. What's up, Luke?
Hey, not much. Here on a rainy day. Wishing I could ride roller coasters, but I got one here with me.
There you go. Looks great. Which model is that one going to be?
I don't have a name for it. Maybe you guys can help me. But right now I'm calling it the carousel coaster.
Nice. Get in the comments. What should he name it? No, let's keep it PG, people. Come on. All right. And then next we've got Angelo Giles from Angelo Giles. What's up, Angelo?
What's going on, guys? Angelo here. I'm a Virginia native as well. Kingsman is my home park, 15 minutes away, but it's closed right now, so yeah.
And that's it. He just revealed the spoiler, everybody. The common thread is everybody's from Virginia. Angelo, it's nice to see you, man. And then last but not least, we've got Johnny with 3D Coasters. What's up, dude?
Hey there. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Virginia native as well.
Yes.
Nice, nice, nice. So along with everybody being from Virginia, which is kind of cool, we also have each one of your channels has kind of like a unique twist to the coaster enthusiast, platform. Let's start with you, Angela. What's a little bit different about your channel? Why don't you go explain your channel and kind of what makes it a little bit unique?
So basically, I started my channel in 2015. First video I did was for actually like a pair of headphones, and I always have loved technology, and I started just doing a bunch of like unboxing reviews and whatnot. And what ended up happening, they started getting views. But then I got a job at Kingsman. That was my first job, and I started working at Flight of Fear. After that, I made a video for the inside of Flight of Fear. The channel started blowing up off that a little bit, but I still focus on fragrance videos, food reviews, and a whole lot more.
Right, and don't forget the podcast that you started, which is pretty sweet.
Yeah.
You've got a bunch of different guests on there too, like a firefighter and a couple things like that, which is great. And also, before I forget, I don't mean to forget, we got to welcome producer extraordinaire, Days Can Blaze. What's up, John?
Don't worry about me. I'm just in the background here.
Cool.
Just working away.
That's right. And Johnny, tell us a little bit about 3D coasters. I know you're kind of new to the game. What's unique about your channel?
Yeah, so I originally started posting videos on YouTube because people are like, well, I've been making some models, 3D printing things, handcrafting models and whatnot. So originally I had pictures and stuff I'd post online, and then people always wanted videos. But I had no idea how to do it. So I'd post like these 20-second videos of my roller coaster. And then I finally figured a little bit out how to make videos. So I started making them a bit fancier, still figuring that out. So I probably have like 7 videos, but it's all for making models right now. I love roller coasters, but it's just making models and whatnot. So this is what I'm currently working on. So yeah, I hope to have it finished in a month, because I'm moving out of this apartment in 2 months, so I really need to finish it up. Yeah.
Finish it up so that you can take it apart.
Well, that's the sad truth. But yeah. Just get video and you're good. Yeah.
Nice. And speaking of coaster models, we've also got Luke over here, Coasterwriter. Tell us about your channel as well, Luke.
Yeah. So I think I beat probably every single one of your guests. My channel is 13 years old.
Nice.
Yes.
So I've been building model coasters since I can remember, but I also really love storytelling and theming. So a lot of my model coasters you'll see might have a pre-show or might have a story behind it, as well as some of my actual coaster videos. So yeah, that's kind of where my channel leans towards, and I also do post a couple of international vlogs when I go to some place I think is pretty cool.
Right. And I enjoy all of your channels for all those unique kind of like different flavors that you throw in there, because it kind of keeps it, mixes it up and keeps it fun to keep going and see what's next. And definitely, Luke, I like all the stories that you tell and things like that. It's actually a lot of fun. It's kind of like watching you build those model coasters is kind of like therapeutic. You just sit there and back and just kind of watch it. Kind of like what you need to do is you need to have a collab between your channel and Angelo Giles, and just have Angelo with his wonderful voice, just kind of like voiceovering everything that you're building. Man, you want to talk about like ASMR? I mean, that would be.
Oh my gosh.
And then we get Johnny over there in the background, just kind of like, hey, what do you want to design? You guys want like a full, scale model of like all of Cedar Point? I got you.
Yeah.
But hey,
So what is everybody's current project that they're working on right now?
Basically, in my mind, it's going to be like a Eurofighter spaghetti bowl that all rotates slowly like a carousel.
take that, mock rides. No, really, take that. He would love to sell his patent to you for millions and millions of dollars.
Yeah. Or just a job. No.
Just a job. You gotta learn how to spreche the Deutsch, and you'll be all right. Hey, so Johnny, what are you working on?
Yeah, so for the past year, I've been working on this custom aerodynamics looping coaster in my room.
Wow.
As I said, I need to finish this up before I kind of start something else. I've been printing stuff for various other things too, but you might be able to guess what my next project might be.
Oh, nice, Maurer.
Yeah, that's so cool.
So it might be the same manufacturers who I have before. So going with Aero.
Oh wow.
I'm gonna make a suspended coaster, hopefully next. So
nice.
Yeah, we'll see. But I need to finish this one first.
Very cool. Everybody, subscribe to 3D Coasters to keep your eyes on the on the progress of that. And Angela, what do you got coming up next? Who you got coming up next on your cast, or?
Well, I won't say yet. I have. I do have a singer though. She's a singer, and I do have some other people ready to be on. But I will be focusing a little bit on fragrance videos soon. And I know Park's about to open up, so hopefully I can get to Busch Gardens soon, and definitely try to get a vlog and whatnot for you guys for Pantheon and everything. So yeah.
If I were to ask, what would be your top 3 colognes right now?
So top 3, I'll say my favorite one right now is 1 Million Lucky by Paco Rabanne. And the next one, number 2, is going to be Prada L'Homme. That's a Eau de Toilette. It's really good, really fresh fragrance. And then I'm looking at mine now. I would probably say Versace Eros. That one gets me a lot of compliments as well.
Nice.
Okay.
What would you say about Victoria's Secret's Very Sexy for Him Too?
I haven't checked that one out yet, but I would definitely try to. I've never even heard.
That's the one I would use for a while. It was
really?
like, it was crazy. That, and I used to use
Very sexy for him.
Yeah, Very Sexy for Him Too. They had 2 versions. Now, anyway, back to coasters. Let's talk about, you brought up a Pantheon. There's been a lot of stuff that's been testing. And Johnny, you recently went and shot some footage of Pantheon with Luke, right?
Yeah, Luke and I maybe not recently. I don't know if anyone else did, but we went to an ACE event. I think it was in January or something. And
okay, so back to
footage. Yeah, Luke's getting a bit better for sure. Luke is the footage guy. Yeah, he does that. And he got some nice close-ups. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, so yeah, no, we're also kind of ACE reps for the ACE Mid-Atlantic YouTube channel. Nice. So while Pantheon the construction was going on, we were going out there probably every week or every 2 weeks and posting updates on that for ACE.
So no testing videos yet?
I wish.
What do you guys think of Pantheon? Right? You think it's going to be on schedule, or what do you think?
I don't know. I'm not going to say anything concrete, but I had the feeling that it was farther ahead than people on the internet were saying.
Oh, well, that's good news.
I know BGW fans just like posted something talking about how it might not open like for the 2020 season, and it's just because one of the reasons was because it hasn't even went through like a full test cycle yet. From what I've heard, it's just done like the pull through. So yeah, I don't know, like everything like Iron Gwazi, Emperor and whatnot are testing and whatnot. So I don't know what's gonna happen.
So curious about the type of, coaster model that it is with the pull through. So do they sort of almost pull it over the top hat and then they go down so it can go pull it up over into the spike and then they bring it around to test the switch track? I mean, how does that work?
They have to go the same orientation it's supposed to go. Yeah.
Exactly. They're pulling it up out that top hat, like, great, stop. Now back it back down. Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, they don't necessarily have to pull it all the way through. They didn't do that with West Coast.
No.
They didn't pull it through the whole thing.
Yeah.
They just checked the stators and that was it. And then they they launched it. Like, let's see.
Like, oh shoot, we forgot to connect that one section. But I still think Pantheon looks like something really exciting, at least for the United States. A model that's just, I don't know, I'm really excited for. I love Intamin anyway, but what do you guys think about Pantheon?
I'd say the same thing. I that ride, like, because I'm like really close to Busch Gardens, it's just like I was so excited for it. I was just ready for March to happen, and all of a sudden, just like COVID-19 happened. So yeah.
Yeah,
definitely probably a little biased, but I like Intamin, and that it just looks crazy. If it does like something, I feel like it does it the best. Like the Outer Bank, it looks the best. Or just like, if you're gonna have a backward or a spike, at least you're going straight down. Like, there's little things where it just looks the best. So I'm hoping it's as good as it's gonna be. It's definitely my most anticipated coaster 2020. So yeah.
Yeah,
and
I concur with both of them.
Yeah,
absolutely. It's almost like they were like, it's sort of like a new kind of coaster war thing. It's like, instead of it being like the biggest and better like overall coaster, it's like, let's take the RMC element, and RMC just blew everybody out of the water with, and let's see if we can make it better. And I don't know, the stall looks legit. You said that Outer Bank turn looks legit. But yeah, and also just I'm excited for all these new coasters. And what's also exciting is, like, we've been seeing a lot of testing footage recently, which is really exciting for us enthusiasts to see some things that are testing. Like Candemonium has been testing, and Orion has been testing, and then I guess in Florida they've had a few coasters test with actual people on it wearing masks and kind of like social distance seating type of thing. Have you guys seen this video?
I saw that for Mako. They did that.
They were like SeaWorld was doing like 1 day per coaster. I think I saw massive pictures today.
Right. Yeah, so Dan from Midway Mayhem, shout out to Dan. What's up, dude? It's been nice that he's been able to get that footage for us. That's just really cool. So hopefully we'll start testing Pantheon and some of these other ones shortly. But I don't know, did it bring that spark to you guys when you finally saw the things like testing? Like, what did you think?
Yeah, I'd say so. Like, especially for Iron Gwazi, I remember like they were working so hard, and like the next day it was like, okay, track's complete and testing. Like, it was crazy.
Yeah,
with people on it.
it's crazy.
It's crazy that some people have actually rode that ride.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know SeaWorld, is it SeaWorld San Antonio? I can't remember, but Texas Stingray. They were already that ride had already opened basically. So yeah.
It's open, yeah. So you got a few people who were able to ride that before everything shut down. So I've heard good things about that, actually.
Same.
That it's supposed to be one of the best GCIs out there. So yeah, and the pacing looks awesome on it too. I'm excited to go down there and ride it. And then we've also got, Emperor, speaking of SeaWorld, Emperor at SeaWorld San Diego was testing, albeit without the hold brake. But yeah, that's exciting too. It's like, in a way, this delay with COVID, while it's been sort of frustrating, but it'll be kind of neat once things start opening up safely and things like that. It'll just all of a sudden we'll just be new coaster, boom. It's gonna be cool for us enthusiasts, to just be like, and if flights still remain relatively cheap, I mean, you might see me out in Virginia. I might be knocking on your door and be like, "Yo, I can sleep on your couch. I got to ride some of these rides out here."
Yeah.
New Jersey Devil too. I mean, super excited for the New Jersey Devil. But I just heard that there's still some track in Idaho for that coaster that hasn't been shipped over yet. So it's like, darn. But that's just what I heard. I don't know anything else about track that's in Hayden, Idaho right now. I don't know.
Nothing at any plant there.
No, only Jersey Devil coaster stuff. But yeah, so like what do you guys think about, Six Flags has recently come out and talked about the reservation system. Disneyland is rolling it out too. Disneyland Shanghai has already started it. I guess Disneyland California might be opening up on like Monday or something like that, which would be what? That's the 25th of May, for those of you in the future watching the show. But what do you guys think about the reservation system? Do you think it's going to work, or do you think it's going to be awkward, or having to wear a mask while riding a coaster? What's your opinions on that? Luke, what do you think?
I think it's going to be a mess the first couple of weeks, but I think that's what the future is going to be. I feel parks were already moving that way, just like Volcano Bay, Universal, their like slide reservation system. I just think coronavirus is forcing all those plans to get expedited. So in a way, I think it's good. They're going to work out all the kinks while they have an excuse for them to fail.
That's a good point. What do you think, Angelo?
I would say I would bounce off of what he said, ditto on that, because it's like when, like, I think that it's good, like he said, like that they're testing, because same thing for Pantheon and all the other coasters for RMC, because RMC tends to have like really bad openings. So it's kind of good that they're able to just get all the kinks out, like you said. And I know from firsthand, I guess, working at like a warehouse as like my daytime job and whatnot, it's annoying wearing the mask, but it's like we need to do it because we don't want to spread it any more than it already is. Yeah. It's just like, I couldn't imagine them wearing that in like Texas or something in like 95 degrees. So
yeah. It's gonna be rough. Johnny, what were you gonna say?
Oh, not a whole lot more than them. I don't know, it's gonna be weird. I'll look forward to seeing how it goes. Yeah, masks aren't super fun to wear, but I know that you will spread it less if you have it. Yeah, that's the bummer thing. Yeah. I mean, the good thing. Yeah.
I think it's gonna, I was gonna say, I think it looks it's looking promising for the future. Disneyland's gonna be less crowded, more enjoyable.
Yeah,
things will be cleaner than they once were. Less lines. Probably better care, and guest relations and whatnot. It's more intimate. There'll be less lines for food. Everything that comes with less people.
That's true. I'm curious about the food service though. Anyway, it's just like if we're all required to wear masks.
Well, you'll get the order. You'll get the order and then pick it up. You won't have to wait in line to get it.
Well, I know, but I'm saying like if you're required to wear a mask, like, is there gonna be an area that we can take it off?
Because you're apart. They're gonna have the tables distance, the 6 feet, in between. So,
I guess theoretically, they're going to get in the comments at this one. What if you had like a zipper and you just unzipped and it was like, I'm still technically wearing a mask. But no, I just think it'll be interesting with, and like, with like sodas and stuff like that. Like, it's just going to be, it's just going to be interesting. Or wait, what do you guys say?
You know me, I always buy the bottle soda regardless.
True.
That's smart.
But is it sanitized though? Been touched by people's hands and stuck.
Maybe not.
You guys in over on the East Coast, what do you guys say? What's your word for soda pop? Do you say pop? Do you say soda? What do you say?
Soda.
I say soda. Yeah, cool. It's just soda.
It's regional. I'm telling you, like I've got a lot of family in Illinois.
It's just old school. That's what it is when you say pop. It's old school and East Coast. It's old East Coast.
No, it's regional.
I know. Yeah, my aunt and uncle say it all the time. So.
Pop. Because my family.
I think more people in the South say pop. Yeah.
Yeah, South. A lot of times, like even in Deep South, people just call everything a Coke, even if it's like a.
Yeah, that's true.
If it's just like a Sprite, like I go get a Coke. But like, in Chicago and Illinois, it's like pap, and they say pap, like P-A-P, P-A-H-P. Hey, you want to go get a pap? I'm like, what? Here in California, we just say soda. In California. But no, that was a tangent. But yeah, I just think it's gonna be interesting though with like the bottle services and like fountain drinks and stuff like that. I just think it's gonna be interesting to see how that works with food, and then also like you said, the heat. I mean, it's going to get hot. I mean, it gets hot here in California too. It gets way hot and muggy. It's one thing about the desert heat, like us out here, but like that humidity, and you're going to be breathing that anyway.
In Georgia, oh my gosh.
I don't know. We'll see. You know, I'm glad that, you know, things are getting better. And just like you said, Luke, let's keep it up so that we can, you know, get better data and better numbers, which is great. Because what I don't like is I don't like the term the new normal, because I really don't want to be doing this 3, 4, 5 years.
Oh yeah.
No, thank you. You know, call me a murderer or whatever you want. Look, I don't want to wear a mask every day for 4 years. Okay. And in California, we're really strict. Like, you know, just going outside to get my mail, I have to put a mask on.
Speaking of masks, what does everybody's mask look like? Let's see your mask.
Let me get it real quick.
Do I have it?
Here's mine.
Hold on. I got to give everyone their shine, though.
I don't even know where mine is.
Mine's just a regular black one.
Yeah. Mine's like these
Oh yeah.
things, which I won't say I feel like I'm safe, but I'm safer. I don't. So yeah. I don't know. It's
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I use a bandana.
Yeah, I've used that a couple times.
No, maybe I should just start doing this.
Oh.
And then my mom also made me this. I don't know if I'm gonna wear it to work yet or not, because yeah, I don't know. Might not be taken seriously, so.
That's all good.
But I think it's pretty sweet, yeah.
My wife's coworker made a whole bunch for my son. I have a 5-year-old, and it's The Very Hungry Caterpillar. You remember that old book, that Very Hungry Caterpillar?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
It has that printed on it. And have I worn that every now and then? Yeah.
Pretty good book, yeah.
You got to.
You know, it's all good. No, I just wear a bandana. Just keep it simple.
Yeah.
Because that's what I use when I go skiing too. Like, I've just found out that for me, a bandana is one of the most breathable. You know, I mean, I'm still like, you know, meeting the requirements, but I can breathe a little bit easier.
Pictures on this computer. I've been taking pictures of all the guys like in the like fully extra suits or like, you know, extra Corona outfits. Like I had the one guy in the Breaking Bad, like full on hazmat suit.
Goodness.
Had the guy with the bomb mask on, or you know, the gas mask.
Oh yeah, you know, and it's funny because you gotta have that like subculture, like I don't know what those are called, like cyber goths or something like that, who are just like, finally, we knew our day would come when we could just wear this out in public and not be shamed.
I saw one guy get a mask on. He had the mask on the mask it said 6 feet. I'm like, oh my God. How could this getting out of control?
I've seen one that said, if you're reading this, you're too close.
So, yeah, you know what? I think it would be a fun time to do a show off. Johnny, you've teased us with that coaster. Does it run? Does it work? Show us. What's going on?
It does, yeah. That'd be a bummer if it was just static, because it'd just be a nice, pretty picture or something. But not the best camera on my computer, but let's see if we can get it. Okay, that's pretty good. So, trains at the top.
Turn it to the right more, maybe.
Oh yeah, just a little.
There we go.
There, yep.
Yep.
I like it. Good. Okay, plug it in, and it's a little loud, but yeah.
It just sounds like John's leaf blower.
There it goes.
Wow.
Oh, cool. Nice.
Whoa.
Wow.
The tunnel.
It is rolling.
See, the perspective is kind of confusing because it actually went left at the top of the list. So I thought I was going to go right.
Yeah.
But the light shining there, it makes it so it's hard to see. But that's cool.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, look at that.
Maybe start it up again and then stand behind it to block the light.
Oh yeah.
Put both hands high in the air.
Block the light.
There we go. The links that people will go on Theme Park ERT. This is quality podcasting right now, everybody. If you haven't already, like, comment, subscribe. Come on now.
This is what's going to bring the views right here.
Right.
I'm telling you.
And I love how we're all being quiet, as if we need to be like,
right? Like we're there.
Now, Angelo, we need your sweet voice to just describe what's going on.
All right, guys. So it's going up the lift hill right now. Can't hear the motor, but he's pushing it up.
Maintenance is on the lift hill. Maintenance is there. Oh my gosh!
And it's off the track.
And everybody's dead. Most dangerous coaster in the world.
Yeah. No seat belts. Ah!
Nice.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Train
Very cool,
looks like
man.
an anaconda train. That's cool.
Yeah.
Well,
It's actually funny. Oh,
It
Or
is
the Viper train.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It is a certain roller coaster. Virginia, maybe an old paint scheme.
That's either anaconda or Loch Ness.
It is Loch Ness Monster.
Yeah.
Yeah, they changed the. I think they just have like
Mhm.
yellow stripe on the cars
Yeah.
now. But this is like the old. I really like the
Mhm.
old paint scheme. Yeah.
Did you see the commercial Ace just put out on Instagram
About what?
with the I think it was Loch Ness from the air. You know, they just hit 500,000 views on their
Oh, the
on their
aerodynamic.
the aerodynamic
Oh, documentary.
video.
Congratulations,
And
Nick.
yeah.
yeah. Anyways, he put up an old commercial from what was it, Anaconda, or I'm not even sure, but
Okay.
it had the headlights. It was a super old commercial.
Oh,
They'd
man.
like put all these like light kits on the coaster and
Oh,
film this
wow.
commercial of it in the dark.
Oh,
Can't
that's
remember.
cool.
Man.
Let me
Have to
see.
check it out.
Check that out.
So let's talk
Yeah,
about
I'll
King's
try and pull
Dominion.
it up.
So King's Dominion, we've got some spots opening up for some new rides. What do you guys? What is it? What's your speculation of what's going to be going in there?
Let's hope something goes in there. Yeah.
No, I am like 99% sure it's going to be a B&M. After editing all the interviews with all the park people for Ace, like there's so many times when the president or someone else is like, oh yeah, we like those high capacity, high reliability rides.
Mhm.
And we have, and then like on another time, they're like, oh yeah, we haven't gotten a B&M in a while. So,
Mhm.
but then they're not doing the wing coaster anymore. So who knows?
Yeah, I feel like from some sources, also shout out to KD fans because they're really on top of it. But like,
fans.
yeah, they leaked a lot of information. Just I think the first coaster that's coming next year in Crip's spot, Mike's favorite. It's airtime Mike's favorite, the 4D free spin. And
Oh, yeah.
4D.
I don't know. This park has so much land that we could fit at least like 5 more coasters in there, honestly. And of course, I don't really know what would go in Volcano's spot. I think it should be something very unique again. It maybe
Agreed.
not. It doesn't even have to be record breaking, but just something unique would be really nice. So
Agreed. I think what they could do with all that land is you could probably buy, because they're so inexpensive, a couple of 43 spins and just like weld them together.
the world's largest
Yeah.
40 free spin.
Dueling 40 free spins.
Yeah.
It goes like for half a mile like that.
It's the monorail around the park. Oh, hey, cool. Hey, check it out.
But if a 40
Oh,
free spin had like a 100-foot drop, that'd be pretty insane.
That would be awesome.
That would be pretty wild. I mean, it would be something similar to X2 in a sense.
Yeah,
But, wow, that'd be
but
crazy.
not controlled at all. just have the spin fins all the way down.
And then
I
like,
actually saw
Smart bags.
something I saw something on Reddit a couple of days ago, and they were saying that like RMC was like not supposed to be doing like the T-Rex thing anymore, but like it's supposed to be still like a single rail, but it might be like something like a 40 free spin, but even crazier. So maybe on a single rail, I don't know.
Like the pterodactyl or whatever they were talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that, like a winged version
Mm-hmm.
of a raptor.
well, I just think, with the computer modeling getting so much better, that, and plus in order to just compete
Mm-hmm.
and stay relevant, you're just gonna have to go. I mean, we've heard this about the B&M surf coaster, and like we're not really sure what it's going to be. And some people have speculated, well, it's going to be like a wing coaster, but you're standing, to the side or something like that. I'm like, wow, that's
The
cool.
blueprint looks really weird.
So
I think it would be more on the track, more like a raptor or something,
Maybe.
or like like a, it's just a regular stand-up coaster but turned sideways.
Yeah.
That's what I was envisioning.
Yeah, I have no idea. But it's cool. It's cool to see. So like, that's nice to hear about, at least if it's even a speculation about RMC trying to innovate and, because they just came out of the box and just killed it. Like, just like we didn't know how stagnant the industry had gotten until they came around. They're like, check this out. I'm like, holy cow. And then you got companies like SNS who are like innovating with like the access and all this different stuff. So it's cool. It's an exciting time, to be an enthusiast and just to be a regular, park goer, just to kind of see these new things that are coming out. So yeah, definitely super excited. So yeah, let's talk about,
before we talk about the next thing, I found what I was talking about earlier. It was the Loch Ness.
Okay.
And here, I'll put it up
with
here
headlights.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's probably hard to see.
Wow.
It's a super old commercial.
Oh, that's so cool.
Man.
Was it just for the commercial? Or
And then
I wish
it was just for the
Closest had
commercial.
more headlights on it, man. That's so cool.
Yeah, it's on Ride with Ace's Instagram. Just check it out when you get a moment.
For sure.
They even put lights on the side. Wow.
And then it's when it was called the Old Country.
Awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I love the look of Copperhead Strike with the headlights. Like, that's super cool. So with a classic aero car, that would look sweet. Yeah.
Right.
I remember for
give you
Timbers,
some ideas.
I remember for Twisted Timbers, it was like, are they gonna put headlights on it? It was so, and they didn't do it. I wish they had it though.
Well, I liked out here at Magic Mountain, we had on Tatsu, we had these like lights that are called these tracer type of lights that were on the wheels. Spin the lights, and they had them for a while, and I don't think they have anything. I think they were just testing them out, but
and what was cool is they were programmable. At Christmas they were green and and red, and then other times they were just all different colors. They were really cool. And they rented them though, I think, or what it was, or they were testing them out.
And it just used the kinetic energy of rolling to power it, so it wasn't like took any other power from.
Yeah, I don't think going up the lift they were on. It wasn't until it started going down. Drop.
That's smart.
Until they turned on.
I think that's a cool way to, if you could start you could even put like that motor on the wheels and have it light up other things like the headlights, or you could even have like like say like the Tron coaster or something like that. Like when you had like you had like some like underlighting or some like neon, or I think that looked kind of cool.
That would look sweet.
Yeah. RMC, you can steal that from us. You owe me $1.
I was wishing West Coast Racers would have done that.
Yeah, West Coast Racers, I think, could have had some fun with a little more theming. And who knows, it may come on down the road, but it's still a fun ride. But yeah, we all had a lot of a bar set pretty high with what the theming was going to do. And don't get me wrong, it's probably one of the best themed rides at Magic Mountain, next to like say Batman or something like that. But it's yeah. And
my biggest disappointment was no drop track in the pit stop.
It would have been cool, or like if it raised up, like
that's what I mean, like raise up and then drop you down, like they put new tires on.
That'd have been cool.
That would have taken
how much did that?
Another million for that.
Yeah, probably, because the pit stop, I still think it's probably better than what's in the shed. But it's we thought it was gonna be something else, and ended up being just kind of like some props, and then like a 23-inch monitor. Like, oh, cool.
I think they did the people West Coast Customs made like a video about a month ago or so, and I watched it, and I was like, oh wow, they like I don't know why Six Flags didn't release it, but like it was basically a documentary almost of the coaster, and you could tell parts where problems start to happen because they just looked tired towards the end, and they were just like, finally it's over type of thing. So
yeah, I think what ended up happening, the rumors that I had heard, is that because when you initially do soil sample tests for put your footers in, you only have to go down so deep, like required by law or something like that. And it turns out as they were then digging it, they found that there was a different type of soil beyond what they're supposed to test. And so that cost an additional millions of dollars or something like that to fix. That's why there was that big delay for a long time. That there was just like the newest update was, look, new pile of dirt, hooray. But it was like, that was the issue, is that they had to like spend a lot more money. They went, some of those like caissons go down like 30 feet. And so it's like, I think they had to put money towards that, and that some of that money, this is just my theory, was taken away from the pit stop experience to make up for what they needed to do.
I know the what is it? The people at West Coast Customs also, like, they were just saying how they have to create like the actual design of like the car, like, and that was something like they've never done. So it was kind of like another learning curve. So it was a lot of factors that I feel like played into it. So
yeah, but it's a cool ride. I mean, I'd love you guys to come out and try it. It's actually a lot of fun. It's surprising because, like, especially John and I, we were doing some stuff with Parks Bros. Shout out to Drew at Parks Bros. Kind of helping him do some updates and stuff like that. And so we'd been following it for such a long time. So we kind of thought we knew what the ride experience was going to be like. And the first time we rode it, it was just like, it kind of exceeded our expectations. It was cool.
That's good.
Yeah.
I like interactive coasters. So
the interaction's really great. The high five element.
Oh yeah.
Such a surprise. It's such a surprise. Like, it's got crazy ejector. Crazy.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so it just makes you laugh because you're like, what?
Yeah, exactly. It's a fun coaster. You're laughing the whole time. You're having a good time the whole way through. That's how I describe it. It's not scary, it's not intense. It's fun. A lot of fun, actually.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
It kind of sounds like, for me, like just a fun ride. It was at Silver Dollar City Time Traveler. It wasn't like scary. I mean, that drop out of the station was pretty cool. I mean, that was like the best part, but it was just fun. Yeah.
I don't know. The time traveler in the back row falling down that drop is one of the scariest drops in the world.
I mean,
I heard it's the third row. Am I wrong? I mean, I haven't been on it, but what I've been hearing is you ride the third row facing certain way or something. I don't remember.
But the back, because you get like that whip over the drop.
Yeah.
We need to get y'all on X2 if you guys want to talk about good drops.
Oh, yeah. I grew up in California.
Oh, that's right, because you have a California number. I saw that. I was like,
yeah. so one of my favorite memories was we camped out for the Tatsu Media Day.
Nice.
Out in that little courtyard in front of Magic Mountain, and they woke us up at like 4 a.m. to go.
Cool.
It was me and my mom. It's the only time my mom has been a trooper all her life, but that's the only time I think I've ever seen her like get physically sick. And they kept us on Tatsu for like 17 rides in a row.
Oh, I couldn't do it, dude.
Wow.
I'm a one and done with Tatsu.
Yeah.
I'm a one and done with that one. I mean, I'm so excited because I want to get on I-305. So I have been to King's Dominion.
Oh, you never really?
Oh, wow. Yeah. You need to come out here.
You got to get.
Oh, no, I've been planning on it. The last time I was there was in 2001, and I did ride Volcano, and I did ride Hypersonic XLC.
I love you.
And I also rode that, what was it, Shockwave, the Togo stand-up? I remember that one.
Yeah.
But,
I like it.
And then Flight of Fear was fun. But I-305 hadn't been built yet. So that's the only coaster right now that scares me.
Really?
Because
it's so fun.
I'll tell you why. Because this guy grays out on Big Thunder Mountain Railroad at Disneyland.
Yeah, you're gonna black out. People can't stand when I say it, but like people who it's their first time usually. I love riding with first time people because it's just like that reaction for Intimidator is hilarious. I'm just laughing the whole way through, and like people are knocked out sometimes.
Well, we'll see how it goes. I was scared to ride Maverick, and when I rode Maverick, it wasn't as bad as I had hyped it up to be. So I was like, okay, maybe I'll be all right. And plus, I've learned like the hook maneuver where you can kind of like hold your breath and not pass out and stuff like that. I've learned all that fun stuff. So I mean, I definitely want to ride it. I-305 is like probably number 3 on my bucket list of coasters I want to ride for sure.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, we'll do a little swap. We'll do a coaster exchange program. You guys come out to California, we'll get you on Twisted Colossus, we'll get you on, X2, all those good ones. I'll come out to Virginia. You guys take me to get on I-305, then we'll go over to Busch Garden Williamsburg. I'm super excited about that.
You got to ride Twisted Timbers too, man. That's an awesome ride.
I would love to ride it. I'd love to ride it. I've been on a few RMCs already, so Twisted Timbers, RMC, that's right. I always mix that one up with what's the one? The one at Kings Island. Oh, what's that one?
Mystic Timbers.
Mystic Timbers.
Mystic Timbers, yeah.
Twisted Timbers.
I hated that they did that too. Cedar Fair was like Timbers everything. So
well, Magic Mountain is Goliath twisted everything. I'm surprised we don't have a twisted Goliath yet. Twisted Batman Goliath.
That's when they RMC Goliath.
Yeah.
That'll be the first T-Rex.
We already have an RMC Goliath at Six Flags Great America.
That's true.
Which is a fantastic ride. Short, but it is probably top 5 airtime moments I've ever ridden.
That first drop. Yeah.
No, the first drop's good. No, I'm talking about the airtime hill after the turnaround.
Really?
Before it goes to the right turn.
Huh.
The airtime hill's like legit.
Okay. Yeah.
You don't remember it? I was last row.
Cred. Yeah.
It's great.
And that stall.
The stall is fantastic. It's a fantastic ride.
Sweet.
Yeah, but all right, so let's see here. Producer John Extraordinaire is reminding me that we only have 6 minutes left. Thank you, Zoom. We love you, Zoom. And recording. But hey, let's take this moment to I want to give each of you a moment to plug your channels, your social medias, and say any last words. So let's start with you, Johnny.
Sweet, yeah. Right now I only have YouTube, and it's still small, still figuring out how to do all these videos and whatnot. I have a new computer in the mail as we speak, or
nice.
if you watch this, I might have it. But yeah, you'll just, if you watch some of my videos, you'll just see some models I make, stuff like that, 3D printing. There's going to be files available for some of the things too, so check it out. It's fun, yeah.
Nice. Everybody go check out Johnny. We're gonna put everybody's social medias and stuff like that in the description of this video. Luke, go ahead.
Yeah, so I'm coaster writer on pretty much everything. A coaster writer like writing. So YouTube, Twitter, Instagram. And yeah, follow me on YouTube if you want to see this being built. I'll have a lot of updates. And I also have a Star Wars coaster that is probably the single most themed and ambitious Connects coaster ever made.
Nice.
Yes.
From a storytelling perspective. So yeah, that's me.
I have seen it, yes.
Thanks, Luke. All right, Angelo.
All right, you guys already kind of know where to find me, but I'm mainly on YouTube. And if you want to stay up to date with pictures and whatnot, you can check me out on Instagram at Angelo Giles and on Twitter at the Angelo Giles 1. Just subscribe. Cash App's right there. Switch the name if you want to help support the channel and whatnot. So nice. Again, and everybody, thank you so much for coming on to the show. We appreciate it. We're just a small time channel, and we're just grateful for all you guys. Big subscribers, small subscribers, whatever. Everybody's coming on. We're an enthusiast community. Numbers don't really matter when it comes to the enthusiasts. Only when we want to get that YouTube money. But no, we're so very grateful for all you guys coming to our show. It's really great. And also to our audience, anybody who knows of any enthusiasts that you'd like to see or have come on our show, reach out to them and let them know that they can reach out to us at themeparkert@gmail.com to be on our show. We'd really appreciate it. So on behalf of Angelo Giles, Luke, Coasterwriter, writer with a W, and Johnny for 3D Coasters, and Days Come Blaze, this has been the Ambassador, and this has been your Theme Park ERT.